The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Gets around him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Nice move at the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football and doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. He rifles one that's intercepted.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's at the 40, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I'm seeing it because no one wants to hear that, perhaps. In our case, of anything you can do between these defenses, a lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Jones off the play fake. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-pack.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
After 1-7-0. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Jones throw on target to James. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football. While we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Back to Walker on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dallas up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 38, Jones.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Looking at finding Shepard on the crossing route. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way he was playing in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out
touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to... We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, Parker, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only...
He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd and 9, Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive, not much sense. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Smith. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Throwing again is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. They give him gained 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Geno on first down.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down on this.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Oh, this is blocked, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Giants have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 17-13, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go now.
Throwing again on second down. Smith gets this to Fant. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Smith.
Going right back to Fant.
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now all eyes shift to the Giants, trailing by a field goal, 34 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10.
Jones.
he's got his man downfield. That's Galladay. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.